Welcome again to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. Okay, one of the good things about being a person that actually builds their own aquarium, you can actually structure your aquarium to what you want, how you want it, and you know it makes you feel a little bit more comfortable. Okay, so here I have my 60 gallon, right? My 60 gallon, it has practically 3 compartments. All right, now let me share with you each compartment, and at the end I will share with you. Well, I think I did a video on that, but anyway, I will reiterate it at the end of the video. Okay, so this is a 60 gallon, right? And over on this side I have 9 angelfish and 2 sponge filter with I think it's a marina air pump, and that is being used to engage the sponge filter with some plants, of course. Okay, all right, in the middle I have some chromite fish fries. I just placed them in it 2 days ago. Average probably about 25, right? And I think I probably might have about another 5 or so in the container. However, they have eluded me, right? And over on this side of the aquarium I have my Oscar. I had 3, 1 died, and 2 this size was placed into an aquarium with my large Oscar. I call him Hercules. This one I name him Fred, right? And both they paired up. They had a pair, so it was 2 small one like this and a large one, and one of the small one paired up with the large one, and they turned around and started to beat up this one. So therefore I took it out and I placed it around by this section. Alright, this section of the aquarium is filtered by my Cascade 150 pump, should I say over handback filter. Okay, so I had this aquarium built probably about a year ago, and when I built initially it had no braces. Right, when I first tried to actually fill it up with water, or should I say, put water inside, I'm trying to speak standard English, right? What happened is that it actually exploded, and I did a video. Well, I was recording the whole initial process of me getting that aquarium ready by placing water in it and testing it, and it's actually exploded, and I published that video, right? I actually face the same situation about 2 times, where in which the side of the aquarium actually just fell apart. And upon actually investigating, I realized that the height of the aquarium and the thickness of the glass actually limits the amount of water that can go actually in it. So as to be able to put the amount of water in it I want to be in it, I actually made a breeding box, a small box here, right? I place it inside the aquarium, and it helps to keep the firmness of the middle of the aquarium, right, along with the braces that was installed at the initial onset. However, although the braces are there and the breeding box are there, the top is now firm, but the middle was like it was like having a little bulge. With the expense of an aquarium repair right now, one side of the glass is roughly about $3,000. So trying to limit myself to that, what I did, I actually got another piece of glass and I divided it. And in dividing the glass, in dividing the aquarium, what you find is that there's a little bit more there are a lot more firmness on the glass itself, but the back and the front. So going forward, this is how the aquarium will look like. I might end up getting a piece of glass. The glass wasn't sufficient to go from up here to here because it was a spur of the moment thing, and this was the only piece of glass I had. So therefore I just used sponge at the top and the bottom so as to prevent fish from crossing over. Now the last video I did regarding this tank and the separation, I had the angels on this side and I had some guppies on this side, and I had roughly about 50 guppies, right? Now what happened is that I never realized that there was a section here that was not covered properly with the sponge. So the guppies actually went over, and when they went over, they never came back because the angelfish actually consumed them. So I decided to just keep the guppies in a planted small pond at the side, and their population will build after a while, because you know guppies breed very quickly. All right, so I have these 9 angels. The aesthetics of this aquarium is not yet full put together. I'll be doing that going forward, right? But as far as this Oscar is concerned, this is going to be one of my centerpiece, because I practically don't have anywhere else to put it, right? And it's getting beautiful each day. And the other one in which I actually purchased with this is now mating with the large one around the back, and this fish just can't be placed with them because they will of course create a storm. So this is it right now as far as my 60 gallon is concerned. The aquarium is working really good. The thing is that I need to get the backings and the sides for the aquarium up and running, so as to prevent the water becoming green very quickly, right? Having an aquarium this high, I think I should have used half-inch thick glass, right? And that actually limits me as to having a large aquarium, you know, high like this, you know, with fish swimming from one end to the next, because this is a 4 feet aquarium, right? 60 gallon, 4 feet by 1 foot by 1 foot. All right, so thank you very much for stopping by. Have an awesome day. Bye bye. Rally here. Cool.